Alright, but let's talk about this game. It is the second round of the Dutch qualifiers, number 3. Actually, I say the Dutch qualifiers, but it's actually the Dutch StarCraft League, of course. And what map do we have here today?
Well, this map would be Metropolis.
Alright.
So the winner of this match will go on through the next round, and the winner of this tournament, actually the finalist, will go on to the second stage of the tournament. But nevertheless, let's talk about the game, because we have here in the second round, in the bottom, the yellow Protoss player. Ja, toch?
He is indeed yellow and he is indeed Protoss. Very, very good. It is Zelkia. And why don't you do the honors, OD?
Okay, let me try again. It's the pink Zerg player, it's Kamina.
Very nice.
And actually last tournament Kamina did quite a big upset. He defeated our Grandmaster.
He actually did, and I'm admitting that I don't recall his name, but he was from Lowland Lions, I think.
It was Yada, I believe.
Yona, that's actually right.
Yona.
And I'm not sure if he's from LLL then or from Knights Gaming. I don't know. He defeated the Grandmaster player, so he's good.
Okay, so let's don't talk about talk about the past. Let's talk about this game, and we see a beautiful pylon in the base of Zelkia, and we see an Overlord flying towards the natural of Kamina. So what would these guys do? Oh, this looks hidden. Oh, gateway first, by the way. That's
actually, yeah, a gateway first on Metropolis, and it's such a big map that. Of course, I could be mistaken, but the gas going down as well. I would actually be surprised to see a quick Nexus here now, OD.
Yeah, you never know. Maybe the players think from each other, well, it's a big map, so he probably is going to expand first or whatsoever. But maybe Zelkia is up to something.
Well, yeah, I would suggest that Zelkia is up to something, because you know what? If you have a map like Metropolis, it's so large, either you go for a very, very macro-oriented opening, or you don't go for macro at all. Mm-hmm. I think it's as simple as that. But yes. Of course, I mean, Cybercore going down as well before the gatewell, or before the Nexus.
Actually, I smell something like a 4th gate in the air. What about you?
Yep. Let's take a good look at his energy and when this second geyser goes down. But now the scout finally gets in to Kamina's base, and of course it will all be up to Kamina here to spot what's going on, because he hasn't scouted his opponent yet. Actually, he's going, well, probably going to take a 3rd base quite quickly, no. And this may be the one thing that you cannot do against the Protoss with this build, and the Overlord is now just coming in, and
he will see the bad news soon. Oh, he could fake this expand. He could do it. Check the view of Kamina. Does he see it?
I don't know. Yes. There's not really going any chrono boost going down.
Okay,
so warp gate research, so it might actually be a delayed Nexus, but in that case, I don't like it. I'm gonna say that up front.
Well, maybe it's just to confuse the opponent. So now he's throwing down 2 more gates. Well, maybe he's going to use this build to put on more pressure on the 3rd base of Kamina. We don't know. Well,
he'll likely have a build in mind, but yeah, as I just said, I just think that the logic, it does really hold. But of course it doesn't mean that...
oh, well, look at this!
A Stargate build. A Stargate and 3 gates. Huh. Actually quite interesting.
I've heard some rumors that J-Power...
Yeah.
He invented some kind of Protoss build with a Stargate, which is different than the others. Maybe this is the build he was talking about. And I believe it's on Team Liquid, that build.
Oh, really? All right.
Yes.
Well, that might explain why I was a bit confused.
Mm-hmm. Well, I haven't seen it.
But maybe it is not at all, and maybe it's just...
maybe we are just talking trash right now.
No problem. I have no problem with that because I am Messy Big Bird. But let's see about this. We have some micro here, but yeah, the settler gets caught here. Nice pickup for Kamina, and look at the supply advantage actually for Kamina right now.
Well, he's looking quite good right now. He's got some links out, 25 links.
Funnily enough, I was just about to say, it doesn't really, I mean, it's just 35 drones to 30 probes, but the supply advantage is all these links here. But this wall-off, of course, for Zelkia is quite good, unless Kamina somehow manages to get these rocks down. But with links, that will take a while.
Yeah, so actually Kamina, in this stage of the game, is in front of everything except tech.
Yeah, definitely. And you would expect a lot of drones, but no, because he made so many links, which aren't really going to do a lot right now. He's actually throwing away some valuable mining time. And of course, the Phoenixes are out, so he needs to respond to that as well.
Well, let's see. He did drop an evolution chamber, so probably there will be. Oh, look at those Phoenixes lurking on that third base. So, oh yeah, there immediately go the spore crawlers.
Yeah, and there's just 2 drones here, so at this base.
Oh, scales! You saw that.
Yeah, because what's good against Phoenixes? Buildings. Anyway,
buildings.
We have pylons going down here because Zelkia realizes that those rocks are the thing that stands against him, and a lot of circlings in his base.
Robo facility is nearly halfway complete.
But yeah, this is a bit of a standstill, and will you have the rise force fields as well? Those are important, but so I mean, of course, Zelkia has the you know, the response timing to do this. I don't know the APM of both players. Well, it's hovering about 142, 146, so very even for both players. And Zelkia's build is slowly catching up to the supply count of Kamina, and of course the tech is going down. Robotics facility and more gateways. So, are we expecting some kind of timing, or will we see our third base being taken? What do you think, Odi?
Well, actually, I was getting some messages, so I wasn't listening.
You were getting some messages. You were on the grapevine, as they say.
Yes.
Well, that's okay, as these Phoenixes are happily shooting away at some drones. Look at the drone, being so bold, sneaking past. But actually, so there was a roach warren down for Kamina, but just now 4 roaches are building. He doesn't really want to break through that wall, and he is happy to contain the probes for now. But these zealots have +1 attack, so these links.
Oh yeah, I was just wondering. Well, why is he moving out? He needs the +1, but he already had it. And look at this, the Protoss air weapons level 1. I've never seen this before.
And it's actually quite nice against these roaches, and there's so many Phoenixes now, and now Kamina really starts to get into a phase where he needs to do something because his drones are being picked off. And let's see, well, actually now the drone count is quite a bit in favor with this third fully saturated now. No gas being taken yet though. And the third going down for Zelkia. Those that +1 attack upgrade really helped him there. And will these zealots actually, yeah, they're just leaving their friends to die, saying no, we have a job to do, man. We need to kill some rocks.
Yes, and there was just one zealot watching while the other was slicing the rocks, just in case they did it wrong.
Overseer zealot. Have you heard about that?
Okay, but meanwhile, let's get down to business. These Zerglings harassing the third base, and oh well, this actually.
Oh, and actually, some of the force fields are missed here because the links are already in. They don't actually get to target any sentries down. That would be a nice pickup there. But look at those Phoenixes trying to cancel the third base, and it does get cancelled.
Wow. Well, that's a small victory there by Kamina. That's a nice deal.
That's really what he needed there, but a slightly misplaced force field. If that was placed right, he could have gotten so many kills on those roaches. But this is actually an okay engagement for Kamina, as he's also taking his 4th base in the meantime. And that's actually quite good. I like that very, very much.
Yes, and speed for Zelkia is almost done, more than halfway, so let's see what's going to come. And oh, he's supply bug for a moment right there. Yes, he's not able to construct that immortal.
Nice transition here, Fleet Beacon and Templar Archive, so...
What? I'm sitting on the edge of my seat, what about you?
And oh, a money funnel there, and actually can he chain it? Oh, that would be huge.
Oh,
Kamina, do it, man.
Couldn't hope. He couldn't hope.
Oh, and actually he misses one. He misses one fungal there, but still gets 5 phoenixes, and
oh, they
get away.
But they had a lot of damage. So probably this is going to be, I think, Mass Phoenix with some upgrades, range upgrades, and charge salads. That's a nice combination.
Yeah, it's a very nice combination. Those immortals are so strong against the roaches.
Yes, you see he is also adding another Stargate. So he's going to build Phoenix after Phoenix.
Wow. And this also, I'm not exactly sure, but I think this makes it a lot harder for Zerg to go air. I mean, in any case, Metropolis is such a big map that sometimes the Corruptor and Broodlord compositions, even if the infestors are there, are just so slow that all the bases are gone before they even reach the other side of the map. So it can be a trouble sometimes for the Zerg player. And look at the presence of Zelkia on the map as well. Very, very nice. I mean, just look at the vision of Kamina here. He sees nothing except his own bases. So that's actually quite a big deal. And on the other hand, Zelkia here is in complete control of the map.
Yes, and some defense is put up by Kamina. A lot of spine crawlers, and he's going to extend the creep and push the spine crawlers forward. But man, those phoenixes took a lot of damage. One of them are on 1 HP. Crazy.
That's the luckiest phoenix alive.
Yes. But okay, they have an attack upgrade, they have the range upgrade, a second at the weapons upgrade. That's quite nice. And does he also chrono boost it? That's a question. No, he's not chrono boosting that upgrade. Meanwhile, he's not producing any more Stargates. So he's saving up money for...
Oh, and actually a lot of...
Oh, those
infestors are going to die here, but the infested terrorists are being thrown down. But is there any energy left? No, it looks like the single targeted. Man, I can't even speak about it. But the infestor with the energy got targeted. But look at this.
Well, the infestor that got the energy was picked up
and slain. Or I suppose it's rather shot, but well, never mind. And in the meantime, Zelkia also taking 4th base, so quite macroing it up. Very nice. Actually, this composition is still also quite strong against the Corruptors, as these Phoenixes outrange.
Yeah, but these Corruptors are not light air units, so the Phoenixes only do 6 damage towards them. So yeah, that's not a lot.
That's true, and Corruptors are just so beefy. But alright, more gates. Getting all the tech up.
Wow, he's preparing for something, man. But meanwhile, Kamina is almost maxed out. Actually, he is maxed out right now, and adding some Broodlords to his armor composition. Yep.
That's all I have to say about that.
Order confirmed. No, I'm kidding.
So, throwing away some roaches here. I mean, it would be nice for Kamina if they did some damage, but they're walking straight into this army.
Yes, and even air weapons level 3 is going down right now. Storm is almost completed. Ground weapons level 3 is almost done. So he's preparing for an assault. And he's almost maxed out also.
But here we go, Kamina going in with some roaches. They are sacrificial roaches to be sure, but still can they get some damage done on these probes? That would be quite nice. Or actually maybe it would help Zelkia, because also Zelkia is maxed and doesn't really need the drone gun anymore, I suppose.
Well, actually here he cleans it up, but he keeps actually the Protoss player pinned right now, so he has a little more time to get his 5th base. Wow, Kamina now on 5 bases.
And only a couple of Broodlords. Yes, I think he definitely needs to deal with that that army here of look at how many Phoenixes there are. I mean, you can't really go Brute Lord with that, especially with the High Templar being there to storm, and this army from Zelkia is really going to be the money mix, man. Of course, the Zerg is very treacherous in that respect, because you could just, you know, trade evenly in a battle and then go for a completely different tech route altogether in the next...
Yes, and I believe Zelkia knows what time it is, because he's upgrading Blink, he's preparing himself for Brute Lords from this point. So let's see how he's going to play this out. He's got the Phoenixes with the with the pick-up ability. He's got some Storms, he soon will get some Blink Stalkers, and meanwhile Kamina is moving in.
Yeah, now moving across the map, nice 7 Brute Lords there.
Wow,
and going to be a lot of Banelings. Maybe hoping for a mothership. Oh, and look at that! If you can get this, that would be absolutely huge.
Wow, they're
and
stacked up.
Actually, it takes so many Fungals, man, to take them down.
Yeah, but what if he's got 2 more and 1 Phoenix, and Zelkia has no Phoenixes left, and that's a big blow he took right there, and this looks now in a very nice position.
Yeah, there's nothing left to do with the Brute
flawless.
Lords. There's nothing at all left to do with the Brute Lords. I mean, there's this couple of Stalkers. They don't have Blink quite yet, although it's finishing up. But look at that, and morphing in 5 more Brute Lords. That's a huge army to deal with when you have no air.
Boy. Well, actually, let's see. These Corruptors have an upgrade of +1. That means the Brute Lords also do more damage. And wow, man, he's going to get some damage done right here into the natural of Zelkia.
And look at the reinforcement streaming in all links, of course, to surround this army, to prevent it from getting under the Brute Lords. 1 Brute Lord goes down, but now all the links stream in, and the Fungals on the army are absolutely brilliant. Look at that. Zelkia's army is being decimated, and his supply drops fast. GG!
That's the GG.
Wow. That was an efficient army, let's talk about that. And those Fungals, I mean, it was just 1 control miss from Zelkia there that cost him all his Phoenixes. And that, I think, meant that he could not sustain that battle against the Brute Lords.
Yes, but choosing for all these Phoenixes is really some kind of other dynamic to the game, because they could be cost effective if they have the upgrades and the Corruptors don't have the upgrade.
Yeah, and I like how he used the map control that he got, and Kamina, as we showed, I mean, he had no map presence at all, but he just, you know, got to Brute Lords and attacked. That's kind of it, but a good game nonetheless, and very strong macro play from both these players. So yeah, bad luck for Zelkia in this here qualifier, but I'm pretty sure we'll see him back next time.